What is going on, everybody? I am back with a brand new video, and today we have probably a pretty tough video to film. Today we are at Caesars Ford on the back 9 playing gold tees only. Now, I've been wanting to play the gold tees for a while. I've played them one time, but that was back forever ago when I could only throw forehands. I really didn't have much of a backhand. So I figured let's give this a test trial on the back 9. I just filmed a video on the front 9 and that should be out, so you should check that video out. But I'm excited to see what I can do out here. This is gonna be a full back 9 video. You are going to see every shot here. And at the end, hopefully we're at least 1 under par or maybe even. This back 9 has 3 of the toughest holes in Dayton, I would say, and it's 16, 17, and 18. So it doesn't really matter how good you play through the first 6 or so. It's really about those last 3 holes that could completely destroy your round. We have hole 10 here, par 4. Looks like it's gonna be 630 feet. Looks like we're gonna throw right into a hillside, but you gotta go over the hillside and it opens up into a pretty giant field. That should start us out beautifully. What I'm gonna have to realize is a lot of my drives are just gonna feel so short today, just because I never play from all the way back here. The goal today is gonna be even par. I think I would be very happy with even par through 9 holes. If I don't get even par, then I'll give a disc away on my Instagram, chaseandchains_. So stay tuned and make sure you follow my Instagram. Now, like I said, all these distances are gonna be new to me. This looks like it's just a nice easy buzz into the basket. That's gonna be short, huh? Well, that's gonna be short by a mile. That's exactly the concerns I have today, is just not knowing where I'm at in relationship to the distances and what disc I need to throw. I could have range find that, but what fun is that? You know, whether I like it or not, I still have a birdie putt. Drop right over the top. Now, it's very easy when I'm filming not to take these seriously, but this video, we gotta take everything serious. Hole 2, 557 feet, sits up on that hillside. Now, my thought process for these tee shots is just don't get too ambitious. I don't want to throw anything too understable where there's a chance of it rolling and going OB right. I'm just gonna go with my stable Zeus here. If we pipe one down the middle. Yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful flight. No chance of it going OB. For this second shot, you really want to hit that hill and let the disc slide up. If you try to go high, likely you're going to hit a tree or you're going to go past the basket and it's just going to hyzer off. So something into the hillside and let it push up the hill. Hit the hill, push. Yes, perfect. Right off the bat, I know for a fact that I can get holes 1 and 2 or 10 and 11. It's gonna get harder down the stretch, I promise. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I'll just throw good shots today. My first tap in birdie. I just need to get a bunch of birdies. That way we have a nice cushion going into 16, 17, and 18. I'm literally terrified of those holes. They ruin my round every time. Hole 12 is so forgiving for us, dead straight. Wow. I'll be honest, on this hole, it's kind of funny because I think this is the best tee pad for the hole. You got blue off to the right, white is down below, and this gives you the most clear shot at it. You guys might just laugh at this, but I so badly want to stand here and throw Annie around this tree. I'm gonna do it. This just seems like a shot I can execute over and over and over. I feel like that line is a little goofy for most players considering the backhand, like it lines up so good just to throw right at the basket. But with the zone, that type of shot just feels absolutely money to me. I feel like I could do that over and over and over. Now, it did come up a little short, so we have a tester putt, and it looks like a straddle, so that's slightly concerning, but I'm okay with the shot. Oh, that was almost high. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Whew. That would have been kind of an embarrassing one to miss, I guess. Feeling good. 2 out of the last 3. Definitely could get hole 1 as well. So I'm not all that upset about it. Just picked the wrong upshot disc. Now, the next hole is a bomber. And the gold tee pad, you have to get out of the initial gap. And if you don't, it's gonna make the hole insanely hard. Just really worried about the first shot because if we get out into the field, then I'm used to the hole. I know the hole. Hole 4, 1,065 feet. And this is the tunnel gap that I'm talking about. Now, the game plan for me, you know, if we can get out of there, then we're just going for par because I don't think I have the distance. I might have the distance, we'll see, but I don't think I have the distance to get the easy birdie, especially if we can't get out of here. Okay, that works too. Whew, got lucky there. Now, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about these types of videos where I'm just kind of going over the game plan, telling you what I'm trying to accomplish and why I'm trying to accomplish it. I think it could be kind of a fun little series if I go around to different courses, you know, different harder courses, talking about what I'm trying to do. But if ultimately you guys don't like it, then I'm not gonna do it. So let me know. You can actually see the white band of the basket in the middle of the screen here. Let me just show you how far we're working with. Here's where I landed. Now I'm gonna try to pump this one a little bit. I got my white Zeus out, the little less stable one than that black one. I could go for it all and go Hades. I just don't think it's worth it, because if I flip it over, a lot of times there's wind up there. It's not gonna be good. Just like that. Come on, work, buddy. Work, work. Wow, I never flipped that disc over that long. That right there is what I was trying to not do by throwing that disc. I can usually get a subtle turn out of it, but I typically don't flip it over for that long. It usually fights out before that. I'm lucky that it even stayed on this side of the fence. There's like a fence here that's OB. I feel like I should just take my medicine. This is my third shot. Probably just pitch this up at the corner. That is so hard to get any sort of juice from where that is. Now I do want to talk about, just quickly, because I feel like this is a problem for a lot of us amateurs. A lot of times, especially in tournaments and stuff, we try to go for just way too much. We try to get every birdie out there. And when I'm doing a video like this, or if I'm in tournament, all I'm thinking in my head is, how do I get par? Because a lot of the field is gonna try to go for everything. They're gonna try to do wicked shots. As amateurs, most of us, you know, we're not that good, and we won't execute those shots through an entire round. So a lot of times in tournaments, I've only played 2, or at a time like this, where I'm really trying to score my best, all I think about is par. Par, par, par. If we have the chance to get birdie, that's great. But let's not forget that par is okay. Now, of course, as I say this, I'm trying to get par here. This is gonna be a hard par to pick up. I wasn't able to get the power on the forehand. We're gonna try to pitch this around the corner. Yep, did it. Perfect, Max. Good news is though, I think if I have a good second shot, if it's in this position, I'm pretty sure I could still birdie it. Hole 5 here, looks like it's about 400 feet. You can kind of go right side or left side, no matter what. Slightly uphill, so it is kind of a smash. Honestly, I don't think that I can get there. I'm probably just gonna play off to the left side and try to get par. Oh, I threw it so low. I'm basically playing from the white tee pad from that shot. Now, hyzer, hyzer, hyzer. There we go. Again, you know, if I was playing maybe with my friends, I would try to go for the basket, probably on a hyzer, see if I can land somewhere in here. But for the sake of this video, we just want to get par. So I think that was the smartest play there. The tee shot kind of sucked though. I did not want to go that low. Hole 6, the last cushion hole. This one's wide open, downhill. This is gonna be the last hole before the gauntlet, is what some people like to call it. That's what I like to call it, I guess, because it can really screw your round up. As you can see, downhill, straight ahead. I think I can get buzz there, but I'm gonna go leopard just in case. The leopard 3 is kind of like my further buzz, to be honest with you. I think that's perfect width. Yes. That's such a beautiful shot. Guys, I'm telling you, if you don't bag a leopard 3, what are you actually doing? Such a great disc. And we're 3 down going into the gauntlet. All right, hole 7 for us. It's a par 4. This one could be so hard because this tee shot, you got to place perfectly within the gap. The gap is on this right side, and then you're going to be shooting uphill to the basket. Now, I would have to think the gap is like 330 away. I feel like that has to be close. I'm going to go backhand just because if we leak left, again, it's going to be okay. But if we throw forehand and go short right, we're going to be totally cut off. Now sit and be so good. Oh my. Now I feel like there's 2 things that I can do here. I could easily probably throw a pitch forehand and just put it kind of past this gap and try to get our par. But I feel like my backhand is coming out good today. So instead, I'm gonna see if I can go backhand on a little bit of anhyzer and maybe push up the hill further than a forehand would. All right, well, there you go. There is the going after too much. I'm gonna go big forehand and hyzer. See if we can keep this turned over until that tree up there right before the basket. There you go. Yeah, right into that pine, which is right by the basket. That was a beautiful shot and one that I needed. No harm done. Very close to being awful, but we got through the first one. All right, hole 8, 663 feet, par 4. Down there is a line of trees, and there are a couple lines through those trees, but in the end, especially all the way back here, it's pretty much plinko. Yeah, actually, if it's left side, that'd be great too. Oh, there's a line on that left side we might be able to hit. I don't know if I should jinx myself just yet because we haven't made it through the hole, but these are playing a little bit easier than I had imagined. But at the same time, I didn't throw the gold front 9. So by the back 9, I could be exhausted. And today, you know, I probably have a little bit more energy because I didn't play front 9 gold. And I think there's a little bit harder lines on the front 9. That now that I've played the back 9 gold, I feel like the front 9 gold would be a little bit harder, and one where you'd actually have to hit a line. A lot of these shots have been relatively open. We haven't had to, you know, scramble too much. So you can see the basket that we're aiming to, and here's where we landed. I'll be honest with you, it lines up for a hyzer, backhand hyzer, but that shot for me is not that consistent. And after the upshot I just threw over there with my backhand, I'm not really gonna trust it. So I'm okay with par here. If I can just throw this jawbreaker zone on a little bit of turn, get up there, whether we have a long putt or we just pitch up for par, that'll be okay. Yeah, and we're gonna have a putt at it. Get in there. Oh, I thought we made it. All right, we've made it to 18 with 3 strokes. I think we're 3 under. I don't think we've bogeyed. This one's gonna be a 762-foot par 5. Obviously, you can see the first tee shot is pretty scary over an OB creek. Hopefully, we can get past that. I think I'm gonna go with a forehand and just try and get past the creek and deal with the rest of the hole after that. Come on, don't hit anything. Oh, it's over. Yes. Nope. Shoot. And get enough turn on it. I think that play works. It's a difficult shot. And here we are. This is the trouble you can just get yourself into. Yeah. All right, we're out. So just get up to the basket, put in par, and we'll be loving life. I'm really loving life right now because it's gonna be like 60 degrees today. I think it's already in the 50s because it feels beautiful out. You do have to be a little careful with this upshot because that road is OB. You can go across the road, but the road itself is OB. Yeah, that backside's fine. It'll give us a putt. And if we don't make that, bogey is okay too because we're still 3 under. Get in. It was literally playing with me right there. Just a little bit more power going uphill, Max. That's okay though. 1 bogey on the back 9 of Caesars Ford. Gold tees. I'm very happy with that and very pleased, really. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I think that is 2 under through the back 9. My goal was even. I don't have to do a giveaway just yet. I think we're gonna do this for the front 9 eventually, or we'll just skip to combining the front and back 9. I did this a little backwards today only because I already played the front 9 for a different video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.